Hey guys, it's host Adi and welcome to Comic Space. And some major revolution coming up as we are going to talk about a project that we haven't talked about in a while, and that is the Nomad project. On top of that, we have some Avengers news, so we had to talk about that for sure. So, first thing first, our initial Nomad update that we had, I think it has been good 3 years since we had our initial update from Deadline stating that Chris Evans could potentially be shading dust off his Captain America shield and returning to the MCU. And then for the longest time we didn't hear anything, but one or two things would pop out here and there. And it's been I think it has been good months since we hadn't truly centralized Nomad video. So, a major update coming up, as it looks like, and it already has been officially confirmed by Kevin Feige and Scarlett Johansson herself, that they have been working on a secret Marvel Studios project, and now it has been confirmed to be in TV series, in Disney Plus series that they are moving forward with. But again, we haven't heard about that in a while as well. And since this is our latest update breaking up as on that project, and that project has been long cited as that potential Nomad project with Chris Evans returning alongside Scarlett as well. And by the way, Scarlett is probably not going to be spend a lot more time on the screen. She is probably going to involved in the project from behind the camera as an executive producer. That's all we kind of know about the project, because again we haven't heard a lot about it and the project still haven't got down to the process of the production. And I think the news kind of just becomes a much more than a speculation, because we also have heard that Chris Evans has officially has signed in contract with Marvel Studios for future appearance. And if you see all of the things that is happening, the Avengers films makes a lot of sense of actually having him returning. And again, there has been speculation going on for the longest time with Captain America New Brave World, but believe me, that is not happening. Because again, I just want to put it out there, that is not happening. They are not going to bring Chris Evans back for Captain America New Brave World. That's not happening, because again there has been a quite speculation about it as well. But again, if you think kind of in future appearance and the Nomad project, and to take that story and to kind of explore that time between the Civil War and Infinity War. And again, other than anything, it just sounds so much wishful updated that we need that to happen, and we would like to see that story being explored. But again, I think the Nomad project, at the point of time we also talked about, that project might have gotten on the chopping block, and Marvel Studios just wasn't continuing it and they just have chopped it. And again, that project has been a quite interesting one, because it's just a very wishful thinking of us fan of having that project. But we gotta see how all of these things are going to work out. And I think that's the best thing about the multiverse saga has been, and the major feature of the multiverse saga, and it differs so much from the Infinity one, is the diversification of the stories and to explore a lot more point of views. Especially if you take an example of Moon Knight or She-Hulk, the projects like that doesn't have too much to do with our primary storyline and the conclusion that is going to be, and that is the Avengers Secret Wars. But you can also have all of these side stories, and to have this whole world of Marvel explored and the multiverse explored, with all of the supernatural side explored, with all of the cosmic side and the grounded stuff. So I think it just gives you a lot more chance to develop and explore all sorts of stories, and especially stuff like Nomad, that just has been in wishful thinking of fans for right now, because again it is not confirmed by any means that the project that Scarlett herself is working on is going to be Nomad, or is it just gonna turn out to be totally something else. So yet another very major update that we need to talk about, and it is for the Avengers 5, especially how things are going with the director. And as we know, Dustin Daniel Cretton has stepped down from the director duty of Avengers 5, and Avengers 6, which is Avengers Secret Wars, does not have any director as well. So again, a major update coming from Jeff Snyder from Hot Mic Podcast. And again, if you have been following our channel or have been part of the rumor mill, you know that we like to give a lot more reverence to people like Jeff Snyder than any other industry insider. As he went on to state that Marvel Studios is looking forward to a director who haven't done any Marvel project previously, and they're looking forward to a brand new name for Avengers 5. So again, this isn't quite a major update, because it just kind of shrugs off all of the names that we already have heard before for the past few months. And also another major thing that he further confirms that Marvel Studios is looking forward to get into the production of Avengers 5 in the early months of 25. So again, Marvel Studios is looking to be on the schedule with Avengers 5 with that 26 release date, as well as with Secret Wars. So again, the names that we have heard in past few months, including Sam Raimi's name, that he could be potentially on the list to direct any of the Avengers film. But again, as it looks like Marvel Studios is not looking forward to that, and it just kind of just struck off a lot of names that we have already heard before then. So I think we probably would get an official announcement from Kevin Feige at San Diego Comic Con this year, or at D23 for sure, with Avengers director and how things are going on that front as well. And we probably would get an official update with Avengers Secret Wars and then director attached to that project as well further going on. And I think the names like Anthony and Joe Russo coming back for Avengers film, I think it will be, if they were, they probably would be coming back for Avengers Secret Wars. So, and again, there has been a lot of talks about Secret Wars being developed into two parts as well. So we will have this trilogy of Avengers 5 and Avengers Secret Wars Part 1 and Part 2. But again, that's a whole different kind of topic. So again, a lots of interesting things are happening all over the place, with Deadpool and Wolverine being on the horizon and have the potential to be one of the biggest Marvel films that we have seen. So that's it for this video, guys. But before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button, thumbs up on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Adi signing off. See you in the next one.